What's up? What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there? MLG TV back again with another one for you. Best bets. Sorry we didn't have no earlier shows this week, but we are live and we got some good picks for you this weekend. What's up, Jack?
Live again. Yeah, man. Okay weekend. It's got some wins, got some L's. But ready for this one. Ready to end this year strong.
Yes, sir. We coming up on Christmas, so happy holidays to you and your family out there. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let's get to this breaking news right now, though, man. University of Michigan is down bad. Sherrone Moore has been fired and arrested for allegedly. Some people are saying he impregnated
Why is he
a
smiling like
coworker.
that? Why is he smiling?
That's him and his wife right there. Right now he's arrested and he's probably in a straitjacket. They said he's in a mental. I don't know. It's a lot going on,
Hey,
man.
low-key, his wife looked better than the young girl, actually, in that photo.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a sad thing to see, a minority coach, and not that it's about a race thing here, but not minority, many minority coaches get these big jobs,
Right.
these big high profile SEC Big Ten jobs. Like, you rarely see this. And for a guy like this, Harbaugh gave Michigan the blessing for him to come along, and he just wanted to go buck wild. But I mean, we're all human. You see a lot of coaches go through this. I think Petrino went through it. The coach from the Celtics, he got caught up. Remember that? So it's a tough situation here for Michigan, especially at this time of year where most of the coaches have been already plucked and signed. So I don't know what they're gonna do as far as their coach now. How you feel about this situation, man?
It's funny because I was talking to one of my friends this week, and we were just chatting, and he was up in his place in Santa Barbara, his nice beach house. Actually, he's your buddy too, and he was talking about, yo, Jack, you don't want to fly too close to the sun with wax wings. And I feel like that's what this guy was doing here.
Yes.
He just flew too close to the sun with wax wings, man. And that happens. It's his life. We all learn lessons and we grow from it. We're human. Sometimes people deserve a second chance. Sometimes they don't. I just would like to see, more information on this. It's so fuzzy. And, a lot of the times when the news breaks stuff, they have one ulterior way of saying things. I wasn't there, so we don't really know what really went down here. And what we do know is it's just unfortunate. You just pray for him and his family and, things just work out, the right way. It's sad, though.
Yeah,
it's sad. I think about the little kids. I feel bad for the little kids, really.
Yeah, the family and all that. But I mean, like you said, man, like if you make your bed, you gotta lay in it, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. When you make your bed, you gotta lay in it. As a man, you gotta just have to lay on your sword on that one. Hopefully that's what he's gonna do. Hopefully all these reports about him being mentally insane right now, whatever, just isn't true. Because I hope it's not. Because that just sounds crazy to me. It's just the most opposite of being a Mac that you could be, if that's true.
Yeah, man, you supposed to be a player or a coach. He was trying to be both.
He was trying. I just keep thinking of the shot like from last year's Ohio State Michigan game on the sideline. Him looking at the clipboard. He was just looking at the board. Ohio State coach upset because they lost. Him just looking off in the distance, and just so crazy how things could change in a year.
That quick, bro. It's like he went from crying on national TV. Yeah, 0 to 0. Facts.
But he shouldn't have been
crying on national TV.
You know what? You know what? You know who he thought he was? He thought he was Freeman. Only Freeman gonna get away like that, bro.
Only Freeman could get away with.
Freeman could have got away with this somehow, some way.
He's a free man.
He would have got away with it. This guy,
a free man.
No. Hey, Nicholas, what's his background? You said he's from Kansas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's a Kansas. That's why he likes to. Likes the.
Yeah,
the
but
sugar.
I'm just saying, he just isn't up to get. He just clearly wasn't. He wasn't. He didn't have the scouting report. He didn't know the game. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
A staffer?
Yeah, bro.
A young staffer?
You can't do that at Michigan.
Like, come on. Like, that was dumb, man. That was just a dumb decision. Hopefully he talks to his pastor or whoever. I don't know. Figure it out, man. But like, yeah, no, what we don't want to promote.
And what's crazy is
Well, go ahead. What's crazy? What? No, what I was gonna say was what we don't want to promote.
No, I was saying what's crazy
and stuff like that, which was all in the news report. I'm gonna like, come on, man. We don't over this. Nah.
But all these extra reports of him assaulting and creating more felonies, like I'm like, I don't know. They like trying to really throw dirt on this.
Yeah, that's what that is. Because now you pull up the Wikipedia page, what's it gonna say? You see how they do that?
Exactly right, bro. 100%.
Bold letters before anything important. Also accused of, come on, man. Even if he's not guilty,
it ain't gonna say, oh, he beat.
Yeah, it's gonna say was accused of
alleged, and it's still.
Yeah, that's still a smear. See.
Got him. But I just hope his family is all right and he bounced back somehow for this, because hopefully he get a job at least in Ball State somewhere, small school, hopefully. But it's not looking good for you, man.
Ball State. Okay.
Ball State, they might need it.
Whitlock will love that. Oh, Whitlock. He loves Ball State.
Oh yeah, he went there, huh?
That's what he always talks about.
That's funny.
He donates to Ball State.
Yeah, I think he played football for them.
Yeah, he played football for them.
Freaking lineman, huh? He had to be a lineman.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. Next Thursday night football recap, man.
Before we get into this, actually, I'm going to mention something. I'm going to shout out to Vaughn here, because I remember being in the car and I was driving and I was thinking about going to Caesars because I was going to make this parlay for the weekend. And we know we make money on straight bets, but I have this parlay idea that I think is going to hit. And I was like, why not start it with Thursday instead of starting it with the Saturday stuff? And I was like, oh, my, this line moved up again. Like, why not just money line the Bucks on there with whatever? He was like, bro, I looked, 90% of the money is on the Bucks money line. So I went, and I was actually in the freeway, and I said, I didn't touch that casino, and glad I didn't, because how that game ended was crazy. And it's just like, how many times can we see this kind of stuff, man? Like, the funny thing is, it's going to continue to happen, and there's nothing we can really say or do about it. I feel bad for Mike Evans. You know what? I benched him. I mean, I had him in my lineup for Dynasty Football. Then I took him out, reading little AI reports. I'm mad I did that, but at least I didn't lose money betting on these guys. So, got to count your wins.
Yeah, that's still a win-win, because just in case, because he could have still had a bad game. And they would have lost either
122 yards. Shoot.
They would have lost, bro, somehow, some way. I don't know what it was about that game, because I couldn't bet Atlanta.
It was like 3rd and 20 something. Then I
3rd and 28. Then 4th and 14.
Okay, so you cut it down in half, and then
but how?
We got it.
How, bro? I thought it was over. It said 3rd and 20. I said, they still gonna just cover.
Over.
I was like,
they just gonna cover. And it was like, on the ESPN app, it shows the curve of the ball. I'm like, what? Okay.
Bro, Kurt dropped back, and then he threw a pass, and then the guy catches it falling back. I'm like, nah, bro, this is not real.
But now the question is, would Penix have pulled that off?
Honestly, no.
Now that goes to show.
I don't think he would have pulled that.
No. Should they have drafted Durag? Should they have been starting Kirk the whole time? Should they have traded Kirk for assets? Can they trade Kirk for assets in the offseason? Now, there's just so many questions,
Yeah, Kirk still has a good arm, and he's a veteran, so
If
he can
Phillip
do that.
Rivers can come back and play, you might as well trot Kirk out there.
That's crazy. I don't know what Phillip Rivers is gonna do. This is
You know what'll be really funny is if he pulls off like some wins or something. I mean, I don't think he will, but like it will be kind of funny and crazy if he really comes out there and just starts slinging it. Because he's not
it
gonna be
will
mobile.
be
He's not gonna be able to move anywhere. He's just gonna be big and just slinging it.
Bro, it will be impressive for him to cover that 14 points this weekend.
It's 14. I didn't even look. Oh my
A
gosh.
plus
Well,
14, bro.
yeah, that's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, that's just over with.
I think maybe Riley Leonard will start, and then they'll start Phillip the following weeks after if Riley Leonard could play this.
Yeah, because they just said
That's so quick.
questionable.
You can't just pull. Yeah, you can't just pull. Can you
A
just
guy
pull
off the
Rivers off the
couch.
couch and throw like? I don't know, man.
Go get in the game, man. Come on. You just was eating Cheetos on the couch. Get your ass up and go get in the game. Yeah, I don't see what he's gonna do.
I don't know.
But yeah, man.
I feel bad for Jonathan Taylor.
JT, my guy, yeah, that's one of my favorite running backs. It's looking like the Colts are done. They're not gonna make the playoffs after starting the season. What, like 7-8-0? Like they were undefeated, bro. And it's crazy, like you said, bro. 1 week, things can change in 24 hours, bro. That quick,
like
that quick. That's why you gotta keep your foot on their necks, man. You cannot stop. You can have no mercy in this game. And I have a pick this week. It's not a best bet, but I'm going to talk about it here. We got the Buffalo Bills facing off against the Patriots. This will be at Gillette Stadium. Right now, the spread is Buffalo minus 1.5, total 49 and a hook. And I'm going with the Bills here, man. The main reasons being Patriots are coming off of a bye. They won like right off 8-9 straight, something crazy like that. And I always fade these hot teams out of the bye. This is probably just the main reason I'm picking this game. It's not a best bet, but I do like the Bills to win this game. Bills also have revenge. They lost to them early on in the season. So I think Josh Allen plays like the real Josh Allen and not the fake Josh Allen that was at Dylan's house. But it's an inside joke. Our buddy who we were talking about, they filmed a commercial and Josh Allen was there, the real one and the fake one. But yeah, I like the Bills here, man. I like the Bills to get it done. Patriots and the Broncos are fighting for the first place. I think both of them lose this week. You'll see my best bet. I think they both lose. They stay tied for that 1 seed. And we'll see what happens the rest of the way. So I'm going with the Bills here, -1, money line, -120, whatever you get it at. I like the Bills. What you think about this matchup?
I mean, I like it based off what you're saying. My only thing is you just never know with Patriots and Drake May. They might want to push him for MVP. We'll see. I do like this. We talked about this, I think, a week or two ago, too.
Yeah.
This is like a look ahead what we talked about. So, I mean, it's a good bet either way. -120. I mean, you would like it to be close, like 110, 115, but we'll take the 120. 2 dimes. But, Josh Allen has it. Now, will the defense hold and stop Drake May and them? That's what we need to see. I hope they do because my opponent in fantasy playoffs has Stephon Diggs. So, and then I saw, Stephon Diggs has some incentives in his contract to hit certain accolades, and he's close in some. So they're probably going to try to force him the ball. We'll see.
Yeah, this is remember Diggs got his revenge that one night against.
He already got it.
He already got it. So this is Josh Allen's turn to get his. This is to get back. I like this one. I really like this one. I'm gonna end up betting this one this weekend. Definitely got the Bills. Yeah, let's move along here. We're not gonna hold y'all too much longer. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my best bet, as I was alluding to. I got the Green Bay Packers here, and I know it's scary. They're going to Mile High, Packers 9-3 on the season, 1 tie, facing off against the Broncos 11-2 on the season, 6-0 at home. But this Green Bay team, I believe, is 5-1 on the road, so they're good on the road. This is a road warrior team. But facing off here against Bo Nix, I just don't believe this team, and I just don't. I know they're 11-2. They've been looking great, doing good. Sean Payton's got the boys rolling. Their defense is still legit. I give them that. But to me, you got Jordan Love, who's the better quarterback. I know this doesn't always work, but we talk about it. Jordan Love. Sean Payton's a better coach. Okay, we'll give him that. But we have a better run game. And to me, the Packers defense is better than the Broncos. I don't care what anybody says. I think Parsons will get to Bo Nix. He'll have a couple picks. For sure, he'll have one. I like Green Bay to somehow come out of here with a victory and also give the Broncos a L. Like I said before, I think them and the Bills will both lose. They'll still be tied for that number 1 seed and try to fight it out the rest of the way. And also, I know the Packers got a big game on deck. They play the Bears again. But the Packers still have a chance to get a 1 seed on their side of the conference. So I think the Packers still just going to roll here. They're not going to look back. They're just going to keep this momentum. They've been on the streak. So shout out to Jordan Love. I'm going with y'all again this week. What you think, man?
I like it. I mean, I'm not playing this game. It's hard to pick. But obviously, I'll lean with you. But it's hard. Because what, you know.
It's a tough game.
It's a tough game.
It's a tough game, so I like it because
underdog.
I'm starting to notice. I'm starting to notice that all the tough games I think are tough, I usually hit.
Yeah, so, and what's easy all of a sudden is not easy no more.
Facts, bro. It's so stupid. That's how it's been working lately. So yeah, I like the Packers -2 here on the road. I think the book's telling us a reason they're favorites. So we rocking with that as the best bet. All right, Jack, tell us about these fights.
Man. So it's the last UFC fight of the year or card of the year. It's a fight night. There's a bunch of fights on this card, but it's not that exciting of a card. There's a lot of mid-tier fighters and kind of prelim fighters on this card that are getting made card status, which is good for them, but what sucks is it's going to be 6 weeks until we get the next UFC card, January 24th. So I was just making sure. Let me go with 2. I'm not going to say guaranteed locks, but 2 fighters that we know for sure are going to most likely get a win here. One, Robertson, the Canadian. I think she started at -170. She's up to -190 now. So she's definitely the betting favorite in this fight. She's going against a fighter that's 37 years old on the way out. So it should be a build-up fight for her. So she should be able to get this victory. The measurables on both fighters, too, there's not that big of a difference where it's outlandish. So she should be able to get this. I like her. And I'm doing this 3-teamer, guys, for this weekend. So I'm not giving you something that, I'm not throwing you some BS that I'm not betting on. Vallejos, he only has 1 loss. He started, I think it was -275, something like that. He's -340 now. He was -300 like yesterday. So people know he's going to get this victory. He's also going against an older fighter on the way out. Now, this guy has a bunch of losses on his record, but he has reach. He has like 75-inch reach or something like that compared to this guy, Vallejo, that doesn't really have it like that. But the difference is Vallejo's fight style, he's just going to take him to the ground and, finish him, wrestle him, maybe even knock him out. He's got a bunch of KOs on his record. So for a smaller guy, he's KOing fools. He's got power, and he's young and vibrant. So he's most likely getting this victory. That's why I'm okay with just leaning on these 2 and not really looking at the rest. This is the co-main event. I was thinking about Cape and the main event against Boyval, but you know what? That's too risky of a fight for me. Both fighters are yappy and energetic. And, based on the face-off, I was like, you know what? Let me just not mess with this. I also like Kennedy, the African, but based on the face-off and odds going down on him, I was like, let me not mess with that either. And then I'm throwing KC on this too, so we can make it a +172, so we could, get some good money back on this return. It's against the Chargers. KC are in a must-win scenario. They were in a must-win last week and lost. and I bet on them guys. So I feel your pain, but I'm going to follow KC and throw the money line on here. I think it went up to -6 now, so maybe they even cover, but I don't want to worry about that. I'll just throw them on my fighters and enjoy this game on Sunday.
Yep. I agree with all those. I like that. I like those picks, and I do like KC as well. As you said, as you alluded to, if they win, they're gonna cover. So that's just my personal opinion. I think they smack them, give themselves an outside chance of making the playoffs.
An outside chance. Keep it going. Keep the media talking. Keep people interested and engaged. Because if they lose, it's a wrap.
Yeah. And they really still kind of do have a chance, but their main path is
they got to beat the Chargers. And then other L's.
They need the Chargers to lose out.
Eagles losing to them like that doesn't help at all.
I know, which was dumb. Eagles gave that to them, man.
I got the Eagles at +165, thinking, and I went from about to cash that to not like that. Crazy how 1 second can change everything.
Yep, as we seen again last night. Well, Army Navy this weekend, college football. I lean Army, but it's not a bet I would tell you guys to bet on. Salute to our fellow Americans.
Eddies.
Next week, we got a lot going on. I'm going to break down the college football bracket maybe this weekend, and then I'll start giving my predictions out for this.
Yeah, we can roll tide. Did you want to go? Did you want to go over the games at all for NFL for the week or no? Or did you want to leave it?
I think we'll leave it as it is.
Because we're not that excited about them.
Yeah, we'll leave it as it is. Yeah, I don't like this card as much.
Because I wanted to I wanted to ride this parlay and then lean into looking at Monday night. But then after the TJ Watt and collapsed lung and all this, I kind of want to sit there and watch it and see what kind of goes on.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
I don't know.
It's a lot going on in the NFL, bro. A lot. So I think after this weekend, it'll clear up enough for us to really go in next weekend too. So for sure, though,
agree.
We'll get, like you said, roll tide. We'll give them an early look. Start looking at Bama. Do your research. We like Bama against Oklahoma. Double revenge. So we're going to start with that one. And then second round, we'll have some good matchups. First round is pissy because the committee, I don't know what they're thinking, but
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, true. You can't bet on most of those games in the first round. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys have a good Christmas, good holiday. We'll have some more shows before then, so make sure you guys tune in, hit the like button, subscribe. In the meantime, in between time, man, tap in for the win. Let's get this cash.
Yeah. Success is not just measured by how much money you make.